All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan. He's going to air one out. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
21. Right.
On third down, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
Go. Space. Gun.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Gun.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Joe. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. And even 60 yards. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. They'll run here with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? On play action, it's Garoppolo sliding out of the pocket, and that is incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and that will force a turnover on downs. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hey, wait. Check. Gun.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Left. Space. 20. Let her go.
From the shotgun, Ryan. His throw caught right around the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Get up! Right! 12! Gun!
They'll look to run with Freeman. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
You would too.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Second and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman. They get it to him running left. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Prater for the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Now it's Patterson. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
11.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. And he slings one that's incomplete. Landry again the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Being chased out left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Let's go. 12. Gun.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
11.
On 2nd down, Ryan. And his throw here is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
To throw on 3rd down, Ryan. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
Hey, let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Space. 11.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Falcons. As his guys are in for 6, and the Falcons will extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, Did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. His first half struggles continue. He has yet to complete a pass. Hard to believe.
It is, because I don't see anything wrong with him physically. Maybe he's a little amped up to begin with. Would have thought he would have settled down by now. I think someone's got to get in his ear, got to be a psychologist a little bit, and get him back on track.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Deion Jones in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun, gun. Left. 36. Let it go.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sheldon Richardson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Landry, the intended target.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
20.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
20. Got it. Wait. Let him go.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 3rd down, Ryan swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. Over the middle to Smith. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
There's Garoppolo to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. This is caught inside the 15. A gain of 32 that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. This is first and goal from about the 8. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Escaping the pressure right. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on third and goal here. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they're just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Ryan now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair. And he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I look, well, all right, never mind. Third quarter action now. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know. I
would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Airing it out deep for Smith. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
They're going to try and throw. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They get 11 there on 4th and 10. Didn't get it by much, but it is a first down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jason Garrett. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. That one goes for 24 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone? Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Hey, South! 20, 20! Let him go!
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. Flush to his right. Finding room to the 20. And he comes back with one complete. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, a 13-yard. Touchdown run, and the Falcons add on. Prater on to add the extra point. Prater for the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.